All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Money Maniacs family. Appreciate you. Let me get my chat back out here again because I just deleted it. That was rude. and we're going to do a brief version tonight on this tax law. I realized that last time it got a little complicated. We're going to simplify everything tonight. We're going to keep this short and sweet. Yeah, we're going to keep it short and sweet. Um, just to explain it a lot easier to those instead of the 3-hour version. Let me share my screen. We'll get this underway. All right, guys. So, as of January 1st, they did decide to anything over $600. They did decide to PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App must report $600 in business transactions to the IRS. Well, first of all, what is considered business transactions? Are they saying that everybody that sends money to everybody, now all of a sudden we have a small business? Pretty much is what they're saying, yes. And I will get into that here in just a second. Okay. So we buy and sell, with each other on YouTube, or you do it through Facebook groups. You might have your own yoga class. You might be even doing Uber Eats, DoorDash, little side things like that. And so, as you can see here, we're going to read this. As of January 1st, mobile payment apps like Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App are required to report commercial transactions totaling more than $600 per year to the IRS, Internal Revenue Service. The change to the tax code was signed into law as part of the American Rescue Plan Act. That's the bill that Joe Biden signed into law. Okay, that's the bill that he signed into law back in December, and it took effect in January. That is what this is, just something in that bill. We're not going to get into the whole American Rescue Plan Act because it's that thick of a bill. We're not going to get into the whole bill tonight. We're just here for the $600 of the third-party apps tonight. If you want to get into the rest of that bill, there's definitely, we'll definitely put some, after this stream is over, I'll have some links below. You can get into that whole bill and on your own if you'd like. The change to the tax code was signed into law as part of the American Rescue Plan Act COVID-19 response bill passed in March. Okay, so he signed it back in March, but they had to redo it, and then they had to go back and do it again. You know how Congress works. You know how the Senate works. They got to fight back and forth. They got to take the time. So anyway, as of January 1st, all this is happening. Previously, these mobile apps only had to tell the tax authorities when a person had over 200 commercial transactions. So back then, that meant commercial transactions meant paying for goods and service, paying for something to somebody, and it was only the person receiving the money, whether it was a service they provided, whether it was something they sold. That's a commercial transaction. So you either had 200 of those, and that was per PayPal. Hang on a minute. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to get a phone call right in there. All right. So now back to 200 transactions or 20,000 in total value. The IRS said that's the only time they needed to know, what you have going on. So starting January 1st, the IRS said if a person acquires more than $600 annually, okay, guys, $600 annually is $50 a month. So basically, Joe Biden, and I don't care saying his name. Joe Biden signed this into law because he did it, that if you do more than $50 a month in transactions to PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, yes, Google Pay, yes, Apple Pay, yes, Samsung Pay, any third party app that's out there that you use, Zelle is another one, you must file, we'll get to that here, and furnish a Form 1099K for them, reporting all on all the commercial income they collect through the app. The tax reporting change only applies to charges for commercial goods and services, not personal charges to friends and family like splitting a dinner bill. How now that's a very big question, and that's why I'm doing this second part of this. What qualifies as a friends and family, and not a personal charge, not a goods and service? Um, Basically, anything that you can prove you went out to dinner and you were splitting the bill and you PayPal them something. Save that receipt. Receipts are going to be your best friend coming up with this because they're going to try to tell you, well, no, you sent that person this for this, but if you have the receipt, then you can say, no, it was for this. Okay, so that's what's going to save your butt. Reporting on all commercial income they collected through the app. Right. The tax reporting change only applies to charges for commercial goods and services, not personal charges to friends and family, like splitting the dinner bill. That's why I said a lot of us now with PayPal, if we still use it, a lot of us are using friends and family only, will not do goods and services anymore unless you own a business or something like that. But they will only do PayPal friends and family because they're not watching that too much. Unless there is a clause to that, unless it gets to a lot of transactions you're doing friends and family, then PayPal might shut your account down, or at least freeze your account. Um, they're going to do an investigation on you for sure. Are you trying to scam them of their fees and stuff like that? So, in an exploratory, I'm sorry, I can't talk. In an exploratory document on the new tax changes, the IRS said these changes also apply to people who sell items on internet, auction sites like eBay, and people who have a holiday craft business, so long as they accept credit card payments through these apps. So you could go further than that, like I did earlier. Facebook, you sell on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any platform, eBay, anything like that. And if they send you money for something, you're going to get a 1099K. You're going to have to file this, and it starts in the tax year of 2023. So not this tax year, next tax year. PayPal said both PayPal and Venmo offer a way for customers to tag their peer-to-peer transactions as either personal, friends, and family, or goods and services by choosing the appropriate category for each transaction. Sorry about the dog. Sorry about the dog. Sorry about that, guys. Um, so with the peer-to-peer, PayPal and Venmo said there's a Google and services, there's a friends and family. Well, okay, that's great. What about Cash App, Google Pay, Zelle, Apple Pay? What about all the rest of them? So they either need to put out something for friends and family and goods and services on each one of the third-party apps, or that last paragraph I read doesn't mean squadouche. It doesn't mean a thing. Because if you use any other apps, you're going to get a 1099K. And they've already pretty much said you're going to get a 1099K even if it's friends and family because they want you to actually prove receipts for everybody. Users should select goods and services whenever they are sending money to another user to purchase an item like a couch from a local and listing or concert tickets or paying for a service, PayPal said. In a statement to NBC News Early Warning Services, the network operator of Zelle said if payments received on the Zelle network are taxable, it is the consumer or the organization's responsibility to report them to the IRS. The law requiring the issuance of Forms 1099K applies to third-party payment networks that handle the settlement of funds. Payments between friends and family and eligible small businesses sent through the Zelle network are not subject to this law because Zelle facilitates messaging between financial institutions but does not hold accounts or handle settlement of funds. Seriously? Now you're going to throw another thing in the mix with Zelle just saying that we're not going to do this? Basically, what I'm saying, guys, really in all in all fairness and everything, guys, just save your receipts. You're going to get. Hang on, Jimmy. Let me get you blue. There you go, Jimmy. You're going to get 1099Ks. That's just the way it's going to be. You know, whether you use PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, you're going to get them. The only way you can really save yourself is by saving every receipt you have. And I'm going to show you what I do. Okay, because I have a small business. Everybody knows this. This is tax for me. This is taxes this year for me. This is what you guys are going to start doing next year. Okay, but I'm a business. I have a small business. Miscellaneous receipts. They're paper clipped by what they are. These are for supplies. Okay, let me get into something that's more. There you go. Before I started posting online, there you go. These are by months. These are by months. That's what these are. And I got to input every one of these. And that's just postal. You know, then you've got here's my inventory, or this is my for my wholesalers and stuff when I buy inventory for each month. I'm not saying you guys got to go this far with it, but start saving every receipt, because if they're going to do this to you, do it back to them. And this is all gas. These are all fuel. Every one of these is fuel receipts for driving around, going, getting stuff. And then I've got more. All I'm saying is save your receipts. It will help you in the long run. For those that know, with that you've already, self-employed or something like this, is not news to you. It's going to be news to people that work a 9 to 5 or work a 2 to 10 or what have you, and they just get a W-2. You know, they might have child tax credit because they got children. They might file married, head of household, married, filing jointly, whatever. But next year, you keep using PayPal, Venmo, and all the rest of them, you're going to get 1099Ks. And this will have to go with your W-2s. Let's get rid of this. Play Whack-A-Bot. Somebody wants to Whack-A-Bot for me. That's all I'm saying. And that's what the third party, and that's what he signed into law. There's nothing we can do about it. Maybe when, another person comes into the White House after he's done, they can rechange it back, but who knows if they want to. But for now, this is where we're going to sit with it. This is the way it's going to be. This is how it's going to happen. And that's all I've pretty much got. I wanted to make this short and sweet for everybody. I do thank you guys for watching this video. Please hit the like button for me and hit the subscribe button. We do have a Kilo game coming up. 5 spots for 400 entries if anybody's interested. $5 a spot for 400 entries. I'm sorry. It's almost half full. I apologize. I didn't get the video out yet. I've been sick. I'm not feeling good at all. I didn't really want to do this tonight. I got asked during some other people selling today and stuff like that when we were selling on different channels, if I'd make a short version of this because they missed the last one. So that's kind of what I did here. I appreciate you all. Thank you guys. Um, until next time, this is Money Minute signing out. Y'all have a good night. I might go live here in just a minute. We'll have an open panel chit chat if you guys want.